Hey, what's up, guys? I'm to hear more.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Hey, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, people. And Thursdays for the ones that are watching this.
Right.
Yeah, on Thursday when the episode actually drops.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest in the house. This young lady is an author. She's a writer. She's a producer. Author and writer kind of seems redundant, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be different. Producer, director, she does it all. And she's a stand-up comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to put y'all hands together. Welcome to the show for the first time, Miss Vaughn DiCarlo.
Thank you for the beautiful introduction. You gave me one too many titles. I ain't directing nothing.
Hold on, do you ever make videos on your own?
Me.
You ever make videos on your phone?
Yeah,
on
but
Instagram?
I don't want
Then
all
you're a
these
director.
job titles.
Yeah,
I don't want all these
If you
job
decided to do the video as opposed like here as opposed to here or here, you're a director.
I get it, and
Yeah.
I hate my director job. I just want to do comedy, but we got to be videographers,
Absolutely.
editors.
Absolutely.
2023,
Oh
you
my
got to have many
God.
hats.
Listen,
mean,
you
many
gotta
a hat.
understand, there's no easy way to make it. You know how they say, if this shit was easy, everybody be doing it. So you got to
Man.
be able to stand out. Those videos help. Promos help. All of that type of stuff helps. So, you know, it's you wearing a lot of hats.
All right, I'm a director now.
Well,
Well, I
Call
mean,
me
I am jealous.
Vaughn Lee.
I am jealous of people who get to just do one thing.
Yeah,
I don't think
God.
I could do that because I like doing a bunch of stuff. But like at one point, you just could do one thing really well and be killing it.
You know
now
what's
it's just
crazy
like some
is, I
gesture
have a,
stuff. You gotta be juggling. And,
Right. So I actually have a production degree. I'm a very good producer. I know how to create projects for myself. And that was my intention when I got my degree in production. I was going to move to New York and get into the business, but I didn't have any confidence in my skills. So I was like, I'm going to do it for myself. I'm
mean,
going to
but
figure
you
out how to
going
do
in
it
with-
for myself.
you
But
going
I
in
don't-
with the
I-
It'd be like that.
Right, but I don't
The experience.
enjoy producing and all of that stuff. As much as I have the talent to do it, it's not where my heart is.
It's just where you. It's just like what you have to do to get on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like
understand.
that also makes you really
Well,
like.
then I'm getting more opportunities now. I've been in a business a long time, but this was me coming from small town USA. I'm
Right.
from Pittsburgh area, Clairton, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And moving into New York, like, all right, well, I don't know. I got to discover myself.
But didn't all that behind the scenes stuff make you better, like on
Absolutely.
camera?
Absolutely. I was taught that whatever job you want to have, learn every job around it, and you'll be great at what
Yeah.
you do. And that's very true, especially like in acting.
Yeah.
A lot of actors don't realize what it takes to set up the lights, to set up the camera. And they're
Right.
like, why does it take 8
So long
hours?
to set the shot up.
Right. You
Yeah.
have a different patience when you've been on every
Absolutely. That's one
every
thing we will
side.
always be forever grateful for our death for, because it looked like we was popping, but we was broke. And if you were producing something, you might have been directing it. You definitely were going to be in it. Sometimes you had a PA. Sometimes you were the PA. Sometimes you had to help bring lights in, set up, and breakdown. So because of that, we have a lot of that knowledge, and we're cognizant on that when we're booking things and when we're planning out shoots and like what's it going to cost budget wise. That's another thing. Like people plan budgets for shoots or photo shoots, whatever. You don't think about all of that type of stuff. So that was one of the definitely blessings in disguise of working with all that.
Yeah.
Is just
learn
learning.
how to
Another
understand.
good thing about knowing all of those different positions and having the ability to do it is once you get to a place in your career where you're like, okay, I'm going to delegate all this responsibility out, you know how to hire the right talent to do
That's
the
true.
things that you don't want to do anymore.
That's true.
And I'm trying to transition into that space. where
Yeah,
it's
then
like,
you can
okay,
hire somebody else to do 3 jobs.
Yeah.
You learn how to do everything with
Okay,
nothing.
you're a director. Okay, you're also a PA.
Yes.
Right.
A producer. And can you tell some jokes too?
Man,
But on the
listen.
flip side of that, I've seen people who have come up learning how to do what we do with all the resources in the world. And when the resources dip below a certain level, they're stuck. They don't know what to
Yeah.
do, as opposed to learning how we learned, which is with nothing.
Yeah.
And then it's like when you do get those resources, it's just
It's
extra.
so much easier.
It's crazy what the ability you have just on your phone.
Yeah.
Back in the day, early 2000s, when I was running around New York, please, we had the stuff you could do on your phone right now in less than a minute. It would take us weeks to do. We had to rent cameras
editing.
and
You had to
editing.
get back to your computer so you can dump the files.
Man,
When
we
I
were
first
doing
started
all
doing
of this
videos
stuff.
on YouTube, I was using a camcorder. I was
Yep.
using a digital camera to record my sketches and all of that type of stuff. That was real life. And it went from the small tapes to the memory card to plug in the camera up into the computer and transfer the file. It was a whole
It took
process.
forever.
Versus now you could. Oh my God! All right, real quick though. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're gonna do a giveaway right now because I had been saying I was gonna do this and I kept forgetting
Ew.
the stuff at home. So right now, for all the people listening, we got 24, 25 people in the chat right now. Listen up, listen up, listen up. And Hippie, you help me with this because the first person that answers a question is gonna be the person that wins it, and you could just hit inbox us on our Patreon, and you will.
I like
They'll
your
get.
surprise
We'll
face.
collect your mailing information and get a book out to you. All right. What is Patrick Cloud's age?
Oh shit.
These are gonna be random questions, guys. Random questions. Okay, Sherry Barnes said 33. Damn. Out the gate, Sherry Barnes with the boom.
Wait a minute. Does she know you?
Shit.
Who said 15?
No, I mean like personally.
Oh,
That
no,
was
no,
a
Sherry's
quick, easy guess.
Yeah, she just own it. Yeah,
Okay,
she's
she's
I
in
ain't
the
I ain't hating
DMV.
on her win.
Nah, she's
I ain't
in the
hating on her
DMV.
win, but that was quick.
Sherry, do you
Lot of
already
right.
have this book right here, Feeding the Soul, Tabitha Brown's book right here? Do you already have this?
Hey, shout out
It-
to Tabitha.
Yeah, if you don't have this is getting mailed to you. Let me know if you got it in the chat right now. Let me know if you got it. I do not. Perfect. This is coming to you. Make sure you inbox us your mailing address. Hippie will get that, and we will mail this out to you very shortly. So congratulations, Sherry Barnes. You won the first book of the day. I have 2 more of the Feeding Your Soul books, and I also have 2 of my good friend Kevin Fredericks, Kevin and
Let's
Melissa
go.
Fredericks, Marriage Be Hard. So we're
Come
giving 2
on.
of these away as well. So 5 books in total. It's gonna be an interesting show. We're gonna get it all done with some ads. All right, let's get this intro song going. Okay, what we doing today, guys?
What's your favorite musical
genre?
genre?
All of them. But I grew up hip hop, R&B hip hop,
Okay,
Yeah.
old school, new school.
old
Down
school
south?
mostly. I try. I'm getting older, so I try to not be one of those people like our music was the best because it was. But
It was, though.
I try to get into the mumble.
But you know what it is? It's also like
love it.
what we were just talking about with the phone and stuff. It's so much easier to get music out now. You don't
Yes.
have to be signed. You can put it on SoundCloud. You can put it on YouTube, and someone can find a way of just be playing with it, like and get it going so fast. And now that's your sound. That's what people fell in love with. And you kind of got to stick to that.
Yeah. Did y'all watch the Grammys last night? Did you see
No,
the
not the
50th
fully.
thing?
Nah.
Oh man,
I
the
saw
50th.
clips of that, yeah.
Oh, it was fine. It was very
Yeah.
nostalgic.
Okay.
I was very hyped, but I also like alternative. I like all kind of music.
Okay. Let's go with
Alternative?
alternative. Somebody
Let's
said
not.
techno
Let's
soul.
not. Don't put techno.
Bling, ding, bling, bling, ding, ding, ding,
Let's stick to
ding,
hip-hop.
ding,
You sure? Nah,
ding,
we gotta make it a
ding,
challenge.
ding, ding,
We like to take people out there. Just slam. Dun, dun, dun. When they was playing it with the
My
old
the
life
boys be
into
born.
pieces.
Slam.
This is my last resort.
Oh, okay. Y'all wanna do rock?
Was
that your shit?
Yo, when rock rap was hitting, it was hard.
That
Yes.
wasn't that- that wasn't really
Papa
rock.
Roach was like rock rap, right?
That
Papa
song,
Roach,
Last
Limp
Resort,
Bizkit.
was pretty rock.
That was pretty. That was soft rock alternative.
Suffocation,
no breathing.
None of that gave me rap vibes. Don't give a fuck if I
It
cut
ma-
my
well,
arm
They
bleed.
made me feel like they were very Limp Bizkit-ish. And Fred Durst got into the rapping thing and all of that. So maybe I just got confused. I just be grouping all
Grouping them all
Yeah.
together.
Group 'em all together.
Nah, let them boys rock, man. Let them cook.
Fred Durst was a time.
It was a time.
That is
Man.
crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder how we would feel about that nowadays.
What's your favorite Limp Bizkit song?
The one with Method Man.
Okay.
I remember
That's
the
not
video.
your favorite song. You can't even think of the name.
I mean, I can't even think of a regular
I
Limp
can't
Bizkit name.
either. I would,
But it was
you add
the,
that-
Nookie, I think, was
it was
the most
everything was all white.
popular.
Oh shit.
What's the
My favorite one is
With the
Rearranged.
nookie.
That's what I
The
said.
Nookie.
Nookie.
Okay, gotcha,
Nookie.
gotcha.
That's
I can
their
remember.
biggest
That was
hit.
a cool one.
Yeah.
Did it
Stick it
all
up
for
your
the
yeah.
nookie.
Stick it up your
But my
Yeah.
favorite Limp Bizkit is Rearranged. That shit hit hard.
I don't know
wait,
if I
wait,
know
play
that.
that again.
Rearranged.
Hey,
I would
sing
have
a better
to
part.
Go-
Do a better part.
That is the part. That is the part.
Do a better part. Do it
Do
better.
better.
Do better than what you just did.
Me.
Oh,
Life is overwhelming.
That helped nothing for me.
Yeah.
That actually made it worse. I was thinking of a different song.
In Together Now is what I was talking about. You guys remember that?
That one was good.
It was like,
I did like that
to
one.
the balls, to the
Yeah.
cross, stranded in the land of the lost, looking up on sideways.
Now he know all the lyrics.
I can
I'm blazing
only
up a path,
remember,
running up a highway, so
outside of
rap.
what y'all just mentioned, I can only remember the Collisions course, the joint they did with Jay-Z. And they did all the Jay-Z songs. But outside of that, I'm drawing a blank right now. Okay, so let's go with
Whole big gun like
the
Elmer
most
Fudd,
random thing
the
I
show
saw on
shot.
here was techno soul.
What is that?
Yeah,
I don't
like,
know, but I'm up for the
define that.
challenge.
So
Is
that's
that
like that's like 4 on the floor techno, but also a little bit of
Erykah
D'Angelo.
Badu,
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, that's actually pretty good. So let me try that. Maybe I'll try to blend brown sugar with some techno. Okay. So, Vaughn, the only rules is you have to rhyme at some point scary with something. So, like, damn internet, you scary. Had a bad chick named Mary. Had a boyfriend that was Harry. Dairy, Larry, transitionary, whatever. You know,
Okay.
just rhyme something with scary so we can get that
All right,
going.
all right. So,
All right, so
I'll
here we
hop
go.
in when I
Techno
hop in.
soul. Yo, Pat's gonna kick it off and then he'll pass it to you.
we going this way.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then because we're doing it like that, it don't have to be rap, I guess. You could like sing it if you want to. So, all right, let's give it a try. Doom 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 doo 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 boom 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 doo doo boom
Yeah.
no
We in the studio. Happy February. It's Valentine's month. We're gonna give you that techno soul, 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 soul. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back. I was just opening my laptop sack. I took out my computer. I saw my girl Mary. I watched the podcast, my favorite one. Damn internet, you scary. I went into the fridge. I got some milk, some dairy. I threw a grenade into my op crib, incendiary. I pass it to my left. She gon' hurt your back. She got a Ice Spice afro. She gon' give you a slap.
Cause I'm Ice Spice Mom. Don't get it confused. I got it going on.
Got
My
it
name
going
is
on.
Vaughn and I'm on your back. Like
Okay.
you carrying that cordy ass sack.
Hey.
I don't know what I'm thinking about when it's Valentine's Day and I'm all out of options. No men, no women, nobody swimming, dipping. I don't know why I can't find a man that wants my man.
Hey.
That seemed real gay. I don't know why I said that.
You
Like
want a
that.
threesome?
So now I'm moving on before I get in trouble.
Hey.
It's getting kind of scary.
Uh-huh.
I think I like Mary.
Hey,
Are you a man that wants her man?
That was weird as shit.
If you're a man who wants to smash her man,
freestyles will bring out the everything.
I
Everything.
want a man to smash my man, but I don't have a man.
Here's the thing. That might be your kink. You know
if you want to get with her, you gotta be a little gay.
Whoa, whoa! I
Just
am the
a little
complete
gay.
opposite.
Smash her
I
man.
love
Get to
an
her.
alpha man.
It might be a kink.
So you
Nobody's
don't want him to
judging
smash
you,
your man.
Vaughn.
No,
Okay.
No.
Would you ever peg a man?
no,
You don't want to do that?
no, no,
Farron
no,
is
no,
so
no,
pressed to peg somebody. I was like, we're
Are
gonna
you
find
serious?
somebody. Oh my god, bro.
She wants
got-
to peg somebody?
She got strap-ons. She already went shopping.
Why?
for everything. I don't know. I think it's like taking.
you just buy
power.
'em?
She went shopping.
How do
Yeah,
you buy
she
that
did.
without the discussion?
Well,
How
she
you
gonna
go
find somebody. She
shopping?
gonna find somebody to peg.
I get everything online. I don't even know how to shop.
It's a
for
sex
anything
store right
anymore.
up, right around the corner.
Word.
Yeah, you can go
Okay.
there.
A
No,
girl
I'm good.
smashing another girl in the vagina with the strap on. That's not pegging, right?
No, that's just fucking.
Okay, so
pegging
pegging-
is typically preserved
mean-
for the ass.
Okay, so if a girl pegs, can a girl peg a girl, or is it specifically pegging a dude's
I mean, I
butt?
guess if she fucked the girl in the ass, that's technically pegging.
Okay, so
Because I think it's referred
just
to
butt.
anal.
Just
yeah,
booty.
anal
I
interest.
want out of this conversation
No,
so
no, no,
bad,
you
but I
here,
feel
you
like
here
I'm the
for it.
one
Nah,
who
we here for
started
you.
it.
We
Yeah,
here for
I want a
you.
man to smash my man. That was you.
You
No,
wanted
I
the
did-
man
no,
to
no, no,
smash
no,
your
own
man.
it.
Think of
Own
a
it.
rhyme.
Own it.
You see how women give mixed signals?
Wow!
She gave you a way in and then took it back.
That's a great example.
Okay, so here's the real deal. When I said I want a man to smash my man, I meant like I need a protector, somebody that will knock you the F out if you come my way.
Well,
It wasn't
that's still weird because you said you want
Your
somebody
man.
to knock you the fuck out, but you referring to him doing that to your man. So you
He
want a
ain't my
bully to
man
come
no
on.
So you
more
like the dude he
because-
hitting?
No, he ain't my man no more because he did something wrong.
Oh.
And then
You need a nigga to knock your ex out.
There's no way you can
Somebody
go.
give me the
Nah,
light. Somebody give me the
nah,
light.
nah.
I'm
Hey,
tired
that's
of-
that's
Sit
better
in
than
the uncomfortableness.
That's better than where you
Sit
started.
in the silence.
I'm never
That's better than where you
freestyling.
started. You started even weirder than that. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Von DiCarlo, what the hell has been
Smash
up
my
with you?
man.
What you been up to?
Oh man, I love California.
Yeah?
I moved here from New York City in July.
Okay.
I've been really offended by the weather lately. I ain't gonna lie.
How come?
Well,
Because I'm like, I did not move here for this cold weather. Give me the earthquake that I deserve.
Damn, you
Okay,
couldn't give
what-
us January?
Well,
It's
here's
No,
the
dead
thing,
winter.
yeah.
it's been a little bit too much for me, but it's coming around.
what would it be in New York right now, temperature-wise?
What part of New York?
So we're not talking about right now. We're talking about the past couple of weeks when it's
Okay.
been raining and cold. And my mom, who still lives in Pittsburgh, where I grew up, still East Coast,
Yeah.
New York stuff.
Yeah.
New York, all that East Coast.
Yeah.
How is it out
She
there?
was trolling me every day, like it's nicer here than in LA.
Okay,
What's
well, first of all-
nicer?
Yeah.
I think we were like they were in the 60s when we were like in the 40s.
Oh,
49.
okay,
Okay, you
weather
have to
nicer.
understand. You have to
I know
understand.
what y'all trying to do.
This
I
is
get it.
this is our winter. We get like 2-3 weeks of rain max, and then everything
You
else.
said
is
3 weeks?
I said 2-3 weeks
Straight?
of rain in LA. Yes, it's usually
Nah.
it's usually 2 weeks, 2 to 3. It was like 3, I think, this time.
It'll be a
But it's
few
typical.
days and then a clear day, then a few days, then a clear day. Like I've never seen a week straight of rain.
It's usually we usually get about in the time span of 2 weeks we get some rain.
Okay.
Like pretty consistently. That's more so what I'm thinking of. But that's our winter. So 2 weeks of that in comparison to everything else,
To cars being buried in snow.
Yeah,
bring it on, baby.
I cried for 2 weeks straight. I just stopped
Out
crying.
here?
Cut
Yeah,
it
I just
out.
stopped crying.
Cut
Oh,
it
it was not
out.
that bad.
I couldn't take
We
it.
had a low of 55.
Yeah, I'm freezing. I'm cold right now. I can't take it. So
I
I'm
would-
happy it's getting better. I love it here, which is the point. I lived in New York for probably 20 years, close to 20 years, moving out of Pittsburgh, following my dreams and all of that. And then I just felt like it was time to make that move.
Yeah.
And I adore Los Angeles, California.
It's so pretty.
I understand that.
Very
It is
pretty
very
city.
pretty. It is very pretty.
It's pretty.
It is-
Personally and professionally is better for me. The energy here, overall, personally and professionally, is just
I will speak to that real quick.
Level up.
So, I stayed in Jersey. I was
Okay.
working in New York. I stayed
Dirty
in Jersey
Jersey.
City. Yeah, Jersey City, Jersey, right off the path. Like you get off the path, there was a Dunkin' Donuts, it was a street. You go down that
Yep.
street. That was me. I was right there, right? The thing I did not like, also the stuff I loved in New York, all the stuff that we love, the shopping, the food, something's always going on. There's
Such
always
a
a
good
party. Summertimes in New York, priceless. There's nothing like a good summertime in New York. Great entertainment.
I don't think I've ever been.
What's that walking part that you can do in New York? Like you walk along the
All of it.
the rear. No, it's
Hudson. Oh, I don't.
It's
I
like the
spent so much
skywalk
time
thing,
there.
where
I
they got
didn't
like
do a lot
grass
of.
and stuff like that.
In
It's
Manhattan?
it's like where the shipping yards used to be.
I know where
They
you're
get-
talking about.
Yeah. This is a big bowling alley
along the
over there.
pier,
Yeah,
yeah.
along the pier, and it's
Yeah.
like a skywalk. I mean, so much stuff to do. That scenery, picture, everything is great, right? The bad is, it is always feeling like a hustle and bustle.
It is a ripoff.
At 5 o'clock in the morning, it feels
Oh my
like 2
God.
p.m. There's never like a calm moment. And I didn't like that part right there. Before I had even got off the plane, my first time in LA, I was coming out here to do an execution with Truth, the smoking awareness campaign. And I was like getting off of the fuselage, going into that terminal arm, and the sun just hit my face. And I was like, this is where I'm moving. And like literally
New
that-
York?
No, in LA.
in LA.
Oh.
This was I was like, this is where I'm moving, and this was my last time touring as a marketer. I was ready to move from St. Louis. I had already finished college and everything, and I already had my stuff in storage because I was subletting my apartment on tour. And when I finished that tour, I went back to St. Louis, packed my stuff up in the U-Haul, and moved
Damn.
literally within a week. I was
Yeah.
gone. So
You could
I
get stuck
completely
in New
understand that.
York. You could get stuck in New York personally and professionally,
Yeah.
spinning in that hustle wheel, and you look up and years go by, and you're like, wait a minute, have I really progressed, or am I just in the same
Keeping
spinning the
it
same
going.
wheels? Yeah.
That's confusing sometimes because, like, if you have a lot of people don't have a bunch of like day-to-day stuff that keeps them really busy. There'll be like time that they spend on their job, but they're not really busy and they're just waiting until they can do something else. But when you have a busy life, that's dangerous because what you want to do is like it feels like you're doing something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you're always doing something and like you wake up and like, you know, it's been months, years, and it's just like I've been doing stuff this entire time just to keep the bills going.
Yeah.
But I've been putting off what I
Really wanted to-
ultimately want to
yeah.
do this whole time.
And that can mess up like your energy, mess up your mood, mess up all of that, and you might feel like you're having a good time because you constantly spinning your wheels, but like on the inside you feel heavier than you did when you first moved there.
And if you're like me, I absorb a lot of people's
Yeah.
energy. I've had to train myself not to let everyone's
yeah,
energy
you definitely have to
inside
adjust
of
that
me.
threshold.
When
for
you
your-
live in New York,
Yeah.
you're constantly absorbing everybody's
Right.
everything that you just said. So even if you're not in that state of mind where I'm not a bill to bill person. I'm doing my dreams. I'm doing well. But you're still absorbing everybody else's toxic energy. And I remember when I lived in Hell's Kitchen specifically, because I lived all over Jersey and New York during my time. When I lived in Hell's Kitchen, I was like, why, no matter what time of day it is, do I feel so heavy?
Yo.
Everything feels so heavy. And to your point, living here, it just feels so much
Yeah.
lighter.
Yeah, and it's not to say that we don't have woes here, because you definitely have that, and the cost of living is very comparable to New York, but it is a different vibe. So I completely understand where she was coming
Can
from.
I
And
speak
that's
on
just,
that?
One second. I completely understand that, and I also understand how detrimental that could be to like added on that to being away from family, added on that to holidays and seasonal depression. And if you're dealing with anything like that, we just want to let you know that this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Okay, if you've been feeling low, you've been feeling down, you've been feeling like you just kind of stuck in a rut, this is the perfect time. It's the top of the year for you to try out therapy. And with BetterHelp, there are so many advantages to doing it. Number one, it's done all online. Okay, so you can do it via text, you could do it via phone, you could do it video calls. You have so many options with it. And also you're matched with a therapist in under 48 hours, which is absolutely unheard of in the therapeutic world. I did traditional offline therapy, and it took, like I told you guys, 3 weeks to get the first one. We didn't really mesh that well. It took another 2 weeks to get the second one. We didn't mesh that well. Then like another month to get my third therapist, and that's when I really started seeing the progress. But to have that at the access of your phone or your iPad and get someone in 48 hours is unheard of. Not only that, but if you don't mesh well with your therapist and you feel like you do need to change, you can do that completely fast and completely free. All right, some places charge you for that type of stuff. So right now, BetterHelp is killing the game. Y'all already know, if we're talking about it, we got something for you, all right? If you guys want to check out BetterHelp right now, you can do it, and you can get 10% off your first month. You heard right, okay? 10% your first month. All you have to do is go to betterhelp.com/DIYS today and get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DIYS, and get 10% off your first month. Take control of your mental health. Bye, guys.
Hell
I
yes.
said bye like I was leaving. My bad.
Bye,
I'm still here,
guys.
guys. I'm still
That's
here.
amazing.
Hi, guys.
One of the I lost my therapist when I moved here because
Yeah.
she's not licensed.
Oh.
She's licensed in Jersey and New York, so
Yeah.
I'm looking for a new therapist.
BetterHelp.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is-
I'm
I
definitely
promise
gonna check it out.
you can do it. It's so fast. It's so convenient. Like my wife would text. At first, she was doing text things with her therapist, and then she moved on to the calls. And then I think she went to virtual meetings. But like, it's just convenient to be able to have those options. Number one, so, and you can do it from anywhere in the world. Like, you don't have to be just in LA. Even if you sign up in LA, you could be traveling and still do it.
That's
So
great.
that virtual part really
That's
just changes the
awesome.
game. And I was kind of against it at first when COVID happened, and me and my therapist had to go virtual. I didn't. I was like, oh no, I'm paying the same amount of money, but it is very convenient, and you really get adjusted to it, because the reality is that the setting is the conversation. not necessarily the environment. So, shout out to them.
Yeah,
Better
COVID
help.
changed everything for me.
Yeah.
I barely know how to leave my house. I was like, what? Something's in person?
Right?
I shop. I don't get groceries anywhere. Like everything is
I haven't
delivered.
been to a
Oh,
grocery
man.
store since
I'm
2019.
not, I'm like, going
Yeah.
outside is still
It's
new
just,
to me.
it's easier sometimes to do a lot of things. And also, shopping during COVID gave me something to look forward to sometimes. Like
Well, I
knowing
was
that
terrified.
a package was coming. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
something
Yeah.
coming. Yeah, I wasn't
that
going out.
feeling.
Yeah.
But moving here, that's one of the things I committed myself to doing. Because when I lived in New York, I didn't do all the things that you could have done and explored and the touristy stuff. I really didn't do it. I was just in that hustle bustle
Yeah.
mindset. You look up and it's like, I've done nothing.
Bro,
I've done nothing. Here, I'm not going to do that.
Do the hop on, hop off bus, that red bus. I did that in
Yep.
New York, and this was like, I had been to New York. I had lived in New York and everything at this point. I went with my wife her first time to New York, and we did that. And it was one of the most amazing times I had ever had
So
in New York
fun.
in my fucking life. And it took so many years for me to just sit down and do it. Because they
'Cause-
also have the ferry for the hop on, hop off. So you can get on the ferry. Well, this boat's not really a ferry. It's a boat and it takes you all around, shows you Dumbo and all that. Do it. So I encourage you to do that out here too.
My thing here, I've been doing before the weather got me, in my feelings.
Oh, here you go. Here
And
you
had
go.
me
It
in a
wasn't
fetal
that
position crying for
bad.
like a month straight.
see?
I was
Okay.
doing this thing on my Instagram. I have subscribers on my Instagram, and I call it Self Care Sunday. So every Sunday I would hit a different beach
Oh, no.
and just explore the water.
That's
What
fun.
my favorite so far is Hermosa, like out on the pier, and Redondo Beach was cool too. But I have a whole list.
Try
and I'm
Zumba
like,
Beach.
Zumba Beach.
Zumba
Okay.
Beach is quiet. Is very it's reclusive. Not a lot of people know about it. Park on this lot. You walk underneath this thing, and the beach is just empty. It is
Beautiful.
Even during the height of the summer, a lot of people don't go to Zumba.
Nice. I'm putting it on my list because
Yeah.
it amazes me that people live here. It's like this is a place where people vacation.
It's a
Yeah.
like
paradise.
my life is
yeah.
a vacation.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. It's blue. This water is blue. Why is everybody
Some,
not here?
some of them.
And I'm
The
not
ones I've
really.
been to. Now wait, what's
Hey,
the one
don't
with
come out here
Venice?
thinking the water blue though.
that water ain't blue like you ain't at the Maldives, my boy.
Hey, what's going on with you? LA got a whole bunch of stuff. We do not have blue
I
water.
think in Venice, I was like, this
Yeah,
feels
you
a
weren't-
little,
yeah,
little
shoot.
New
Venice is
York.
like a pond.
This
It's a
felt like
pond.
Times
You
Square.
wouldn't-
I was like, I
won't
got it.
see no blue
Hey,
water.
it's-
feel like,
I gotta
oh,
get out of
yeah.
here. I was like,
Nah,
whoa.
it's the beach vibes. It's not the
Whoa.
water. Don't
I
come
got-
out here for
got
water.
bacteria between my toes.
You should check out Seal Beach too. It's a
Seal
little bit
Beach?
further away, but it's
Okay.
like this old-fashioned beach town, and the whole strip. It has like these old. You know how like the difference between a store and a shop? They're like all shops.
Nice.
I like
And
that.
it's just like
that
old,
feel.
like super mom and pop. There's even a kite store. It's the only kite I've ever bought in my
kite
life.
store.
Literally a
like
shop
that.
that sells
I've never
nothing
been
but
to a
kites.
kite
I was
store.
heavy
It's like
into
that kind of
kites
shit.
and rockets in my younger years.
What's a rocket?
Like the model rockets. Like you build
Oh, the ones that shoot up
Oh,
and
yeah,
parachute.
yeah,
Yeah.
You attach
I've never done one
the
of those.
detonators to them and everything. I was big into. I went to a gifted school. I went to this program called Gifted GRC. It was just everything was science, math, and technology. I was a fucking nerd for that shit, bro.
See, I grew up in the projects, and
Yeah, that's kinda
we
Ain't no
didn't-
kites?
No, I'm not even being funny.
No, I get
like,
it. I know.
Kites were in books.
No, it
when you
wasn't
said
wind in
kites,
the projects.
I can't remember the name of the book, but there was a children's book, and they had this little like cartoon animal like flying a kite. I thought it was the most fascinating thing. To this day, I've still never flown a kite. I think I need to
I've
do
flown
that.
once, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have
interesting.
anything. We were very, very poor. Like we didn't have like food.
I get it.
We were in a line for a box of food.
I
you
get
know?
that.
Yeah.
We used
so
to do
yeah,
that too. Giveaway time in this bitch, and then we're gonna jump into the
want
first
some
topic of the day. All right, second question. Right now, listen up. What was the original name of this podcast? What was the original name of this podcast? It was a different host. Well, Pat was there, but it was a different host with this name when it was started at All Deaf. What was
Living my Jeff life.
Yeah, living my Jeff life.
I'm living my Jeff life.
Got it. Congratulations, sir.
Great pun, by the way.
I don't know which one you want. You may want Jeff, or you want to like read it, or you want to give one away. Put it in the comments which one you want. the Tabitha Brown, Kev on stage. Which one do you want? Ba, 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 ba. Put it in there. Let me know.
Books, reading. Let's go.
What you trying to get? What you trying to get, Jeff? Come on, put it in there.
What you want, Jeff?
Let me see. Marriage Be Hard, please. You got it, brother. You got it. Okay.
Let's go.
I think I have some in my car too. You mentioned that I was
Some
an
car-
author,
some-
so just
some
books.
books?
Some books. I'll bring some in for
Okay.
you, so the next time you
Boom.
Yeah.
you could do a
Yeah.
Veronica Carlo giveaway.
This is gonna
We
be a
gonna
good
make
book too,
y'all
y'all. Y'all
read.
gonna want to know about that one.
Yeah, it's
All right.
called Speak Fluent Man, the top things you should consider before blaming the man. I'll say that much. It's a really good
Let's-
life-changing book.
let's
so
talk
they
about
say.
that.
No, we could. I like the subject that he was going to talk about.
Okay.
I want
I don't want to be absorbed in.
I'll tell you about that.
I don't want to be self-absorbed about it, but I would like to add to your
we
giveaway.
got you. We got it.
Speaking
now
man,
now you're gonna get something else. And I just found a new book. I just randomly was watching the GQ thing, like the 10 Essentials little show that they have, and Jonathan Majors was on there, and he had this one book. I'm gonna have to look it up, but it was like a book of like quotes and motivational sayings to like just get you out of the rut or keep you
I love
motivated or keep
that.
you going, and he travels with it everywhere. So I had already decided I was gonna buy my whole team one of them, but I'll buy a couple of those
What's
as
it
well.
called again?
I'll have to look it up. Let me find it right now. But it was great because I had already went to Barnes and Noble to look it up, and was like, yeah, I gotta get that.
Yeah, my Audible. I have so many like self-help books and inspirational, but like that's all I absorb myself with that all day, every day for years. Like a lot of things that people are reading now that they're like, oh, the Four Agreements. I'm like, I read that in 2001.
That was the easy read.
Yeah, it's so many
I like easy reads,
good
though.
books out there.
If
You got to keep your mind absorbed with the positive stuff.
Warrior of the Light. That's the name of the book.
Warrior of the
Warrior
Light.
of
I
the
love
Light.
that.
It is a manual, short notes on accepting failure, embracing life, and rising to your destiny.
Amen.
And he
super
just
dope.
like literally, he just like opened the book. He's like, watch this. I'm gonna open the book, whatever. Boom, and he just said something. And even the little part that he said, I can't remember it right now, but I was like, damn, that was good. So yeah, definitely gonna get some of those. We're gonna give some of those away because we need that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pat, what you got for us today? What's on the docket?
man, China.
The balloon thing.
There's a couple things.
Oh, God,
Balloon gate.
That balloon.
This balloon, like what?
Balloon
Hey,
gate.
I don't believe it.
I don't even know if I should be laughing, but like what?
I
Come
don't
on
believe
with the
this.
balloon.
Before you start, Pat, I just want to say this seems so coincidental, and I don't believe in coincidences.
Wait.
Because
What?
With the general saying that we'll be at war with China by 2025. And then all of a sudden, like literally a couple
This is
days
all
later,
theatrics.
this whole balloon thing happened.
This makes zero sense.
Bro, he literally was like, Attorney General or Military General says that predicts we'll be at war with China by 2025. And then days later, this whole balloon thing happened.
First of all, did people forget how smart the Chinese people are? I'm so confused. Like we've like a spy balloon.
Mm-hmm.
You see how big it was? Spying has gotten so intricate and technologically advanced in the last 10, 20 years. Like spying is so easy. You think of how small drones got,
Yeah.
how crazy satellites have got. A giant white balloon was like I don't.
So if it's not
Seems
a spy
fishy.
balloon, like what is it then?
China initially said it was a
Like a
a
weather-
recreational thing or something, right?
A weather
Like-
balloon, right?
I don't think it was
I've
weather.
never been
They
in a
said-
hot
Maybe
air
it was a
balloon.
decoy for something that's actually looking at us, and they wanted us to look at
yeah.
that.
If
Or
anybody
maybe-
want to take me on a date for February,
In a hot air
for,
balloon.
for
I haven't
for
done that yet. Pat,
Valentine's
you've
Day,
done it, right?
I want to
A
do
hot
a
air
hot
balloon?
air
Yeah.
balloon.
No, never.
I feel like that's so random. That would have been right up your alley. I was ready
No,
for you to say yes.
I do. I love hot air balloons. I like the aesthetic of them, but the accidents that happen with them and how like they just kind of like fall out.
Yeah,
They,
because
they
it's
shoot
no-
you
it's
down
really-
because
it's
they
no
think you from
steering.
China.
Really scary. Yeah, and
it's
now a
no
hot air balloon
steering
seems
and-
it's very dangerous.
Yeah, I don't. I always wanted to do it, but I also didn't find a place My homegirl Tiff did one time, but yeah, I don't know the power lines and all that type of stuff.
I'm just talking mess. It's
I'm
one of those
scared.
things that you think you want to do, but you're like, I ain't doing it.
I still would do it though. If
It
I
looks
found a
kinda
place
cool.
and it wasn't
I
too
don't
far,
know.
I would absolutely do
Rome
it.
and Cam did it in Africa, and I feel like that's a cool place. Where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll do it. But doing it over like Santa Monica, I don't know about risking my life for that. I've never seen a hot air balloon out in the sky either. Have y'all?
You have to be
that's a good
in
point.
a
I
lot of
haven't either.
flat area.
So
Yeah,
it's
it
very
needs to be wide
specific.
open.
Yeah, because you have like
Okay.
it's completely on the ground before it's inflated. So
Right.
it has to be enough room for that to be spread out. And then when you're traveling, you're usually traveling over flat land.
So you
for
can't
the most
do it
part.
over a city or something either.
A lot of people
Back
won't do it
in,
like because that's
Syracuse,
airspace.
there's a whole balloon festival where there's like
Yeah.
50 of them that go up.
Is it in like a big field or what?
Yeah, it's a huge field. You
And
go
people
over
are
all-
in them, or people
Yeah,
are
no,
just
people are-
watching them.
yeah.
And that happens here
No,
in
No, this is
California.
back in Syracuse, New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, one, they have to be out of airspace. So
Yeah.
it has to be in a place where there's ample area where they can like just float and glide and not get in any trouble. Because like I said, you can't steer it.
Yeah,
You can
if
literally
it drifts,
just go
you
up
want
and
to be able
down.
to land in a safe
Yeah.
area where there's not power lines, there's not buildings.
And you just land by giving less gas.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
You start
Eventually
to
it'll,
deflate it.
it'll, yeah.
See,
it'll
I don't think I have that kind of
lower the
patience.
ground.
I'll be like, "Ooh, let's do it," and then I'm up there like, "How long we gonna be up here?
Well, see, that's why
How
you
long
gotta
it
take
to
the stuff with
deflate
you. Like,
this?"
man, you take your champagne, you take a charcuterie board. I'm gonna be up there having a good time. I'm taking my Bose speaker. Y'all
First
know
of
me.
all,
I'm
That
lit
sounds
by the time we
awful.
land.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no bathroom. First of all, I don't drink because it makes me go to the bathroom every 2 seconds. It makes me sleepy. I don't like alcohol. So now I'm up there. I gotta pee. And where do you go to the bathroom?
You also
You
went there
hold
with
it.
hella people. I always thought it was like me
Hey,
and like
after a
another
certain
person.
age, you don't hold nothing no more.
It's like a
I'm
grip.
beyond the age of hold it.
Maybe you heard of a little thing called Depends.
Yes, I actually started wearing Depends during COVID. When I would go out for walks and stuff, I would be terrified to go into people's bathrooms, and I started
Wait, are you
wearing
serious right
Depends.
now, or
I'm
is this-
dead serious. I don't know if you're familiar with comedian Marina Franklin. She's a New York comic, very funny, and we used to walk together. And
In
she
diapers?
was disgusted. I'm like, no, because she would be like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, me too, but guess what? I'm good. And she was like, ugh, you're so
So wait,
gross.
it was in case of an emergency, or you were just using them?
Well, I got used
A little bit
to
of
it.
A,
yes.
a little bit of B.
It seems like you put them on for emergency,
I
but
put
then
it
was just like,
on
I
because
gotta
we
pee.
would walk for a very long time.
What's a
because
very
it's
long time?
COVID, it's lockdown. So like we would go out and maybe not come back for like 2 hours. We would walk all through the park, chill, blah blah blah. I was not going to go in anybody's public bathroom with your COVID cooties.
Were
Okay?
you going 2 hours away from your house, or just
Yes.
2 hours?
So
in
walking back, yeah, we would walk very far. We would walk very, very far sometimes. So I would secure myself with some Depends, and on the way back, she's like, "Oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home." And I would be standing there like, "Me neither." But guess what? I'm good. She's like, "Right now," it's like, "Yeah."
Did
She's
you
like,
pee?
"Yeah."
Did you stop to pee, or did you pee while you were walking mid transit?
Oh, that's a good question. You know that's personal. Don't be getting in my personal.
Oh, that's personal.
Let me tell you something. That is
But
definitely
yeah.
that's definitely one way of doing it. You
I
know,
sure
as
did.
far as upkeep and management and managing that, fellas, a good way for you to manage your situation down there is with Manscaped. You understand me? Because Manscaped has the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit. I told you guys about this a couple weeks ago, and this is one of my favorite products. I was very excited to do away with my travel. My normal travel clippers, because I had the Manscaped at home and I didn't want to leave it in a hotel because I'm notorious for doing that. But when they sent this one, I was so excited. First, it comes in an amazing travel case. It has one guard, and you can actually raise and lower the actual blade, so you don't need multiple guards, and you can still achieve whatever look or length that you're trying to get. It also comes with a beard butter. It comes with a beard wash. Beard oil, came with a brush, it came with a comb. It is absolutely fantastic, okay? You get the perfect look, okay? I just told you I got my vasectomy, very proud about that. And I took my time getting that together, okay, with Manscaped products. And I felt like they were the smoothest balls my doctor had ever seen. And I felt the type of way that he did not acknowledge it at some point, okay? But you don't have to feel any type of way except for satisfied, all right? This electric beard hair trimmer is the premium beard sculpting machine. Along with having it only one guard, it's also waterproof, so you can shave in the shower to avoid all the hair in the sink. Plus, the titanium coated T-blade is tough on hair but smooth on skin, leading to single stroke efficiency. Okay, and right now, ladies, you know Valentine's Day is right all around the corner, so this is the perfect gift for you. You're feeling like you ran out of stuff to get him. Y'all been together for a while, and he doesn't need any new cologne, no new socks. Get him this. Okay, the Manscaped and Valentine's Day are the perfect pair, and the new Beard Hedger Pro Kit doesn't end there. Okay. I told you guys about the beard shampoo and the conditioner. You also get the comb, you get the beard oil, you get the beard balm. You get all of this gift on top of an amazing travel kit with it. So do it right now. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use the code DIYS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping when you use the code DIYS at manscaped.com. Spice up your Valentine's Day, fellas. Shave them balls and get your beard in order and all of that, man. It's a good time to switch it up.
I feel like I know way too much about your balls now. Like,
Listen, you on this podcast, that ain't all you gonna
I
find
didn't know
out.
I signed up for this.
Let me tell you something. The balls.
You're gonna hear some stuff,
That's
some
the
strays.
shit you gonna hear. Shit, you remember our conversation before the camera started rolling? Like the balls on the shit. That's child's play at this point.
Oh my
So-
Lord, Jesus, take the wheel.
Based on what you said at the end of that ad, Valentine's Day is coming up. Are men or women expected to try new things in the bedroom?
Oh, I'm too grown for that conversation. Like, that seems like a very young. We need to explore, and we're gonna pick a day. No,
Why
every
is that
day
young?
is Valentine's Day because, well, look, I'm not gonna put age on it, but I will say as you mature, and maturity doesn't come with a number; it comes with experience.
Sure.
As you mature, you start to realize if I'm waiting on a particular day to feel special, do something special for my man,
Speak
or
on
vice
it.
versa, then something ain't right.
Right.
Every day is Valentine's Day for my man. Every day is birthday. It's not no birthday head. It's like I wish I
Yeah.
would let my man leave the house not empty. Where you going? Sit down.
Fuck you to the
Let me
people
make
that
sure you have a good
weaponize
day.
and holiday-nize sex. Okay, it shouldn't be a special day or birthday to get that nookie. Okay,
But what if
Right.
what if you do have constant sex, but it's just extra that day?
I will say, if you are a person, just to be fair, if you or your other person, partner, are shy, because I'm very open, right? And I forget that not everybody is as open as I am. If you are a shy person and you need something to
motivate you?
yeah, not motivate, but at least suggest.
Yeah.
Hey, let me suggest this. It's Valentine's Day. Let's do. I get that. That's why I said, oh, maybe that's a young thing.
Something reasonable,
a
though,
lack of
don't-
experience thing.
Don't jump off the gate and be like, yeah, I need an orgy for Valentine's.
Yeah. But it depends
Invite
on the
all your
conversation.
homegirls.
It depends
Hey.
on. Look, I've had my experiences in life, and the experiences came out of conversations of being open with the person, non-judgmental, and caring to see each other's needs met. And then from that point, you can pretty much do anything within reason, and you know what boundaries you have and what that person has, and then it works out. But I don't need a special day.
Yeah.
I never know what day it is, to be honest. I'm surprised. I knew what today was.
What was the
Okay.
best
What's today?
experience that came out of that a conversation like that?
What? Rephrase that.
Sound
What
like you
was
try-
the-
It sounds like you're trying to find out what's the freakiest thing you ever done.
What
to
was
me.
the best
Oh, I
conversation?
see.
What was
Best-
the best thing that happened out of an open conversation like that?
The best thing that came out of an open conversation like that in a prior relationship that I was in for a very long time was trust and honesty.
Boo, that shit weak. It's important. It's important, but
Love,
it's not what we
trust,
respect. Look at
honesty.
Pat, look at Pat.
Respect, reciprocation,
Wasn't
caring.
wasn't a damn person listening to this waiting for that answer.
Hey, but
That
if
was
you know like I know,
anticlimactic as hell.
if you know like I know, when there's love, reciprocation, respect, trust, and honesty,
You can get almost anything.
hey,
You can get almost
hey,
anything.
fill in
That's-
the blanks with
that's-
whatever
I'm
you
saying
want.
That's one thing Farron said. We got into it not too long ago. And she was like, damn, I feel like, I don't feel safe right now, based on the situation that
Very
happened.
important.
And she's like, I feel like this had the potential to take us multiple steps back because she lost that safety feeling, and it's very important for women to have. It's
Oh
very
my
important for me to have it as well. Too.
Yes.
I told y'all a lot of the things that I've only done with Farron because of Farron, and that's because I felt safe with her. So because I
Absolutely.
did feel safe, I was interested in doing those things she suggested and more. But it was because of that safety. So I completely understand what you said. So
Yes.
she actually was talking
Yes.
pretty dirty. I ain't gonna hold you.
You have to, when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to protect each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just protecting each other from the world,
Yeah.
physically, mentally, emotionally. You have to protect each other from yourselves.
Mm-hmm. And ain't no tearing. Lube it up. Lube it up, guys.
I like depends.
Hey, you need to.
Because-
Time for another
She out
giveaway.
Wearing
We're gonna
diapers.
I'm just gonna. I'm trying to make sure I get all of these done within a allotted amount of time. This one is going to be kind of easy, I guess, for the people that know her. But because she is a part of this team, even though you don't see her on camera all the time.
Let's go, hippie.
Hippie Goes is a critical part of this team. A lot of things would not happen without her behind the scenes. So this question is about Hippie Goes. Does Hippie have a daughter or a son?
Come on. That's a good
Let's
one.
go. Let's go.
That's a good one. She talks.
Talia Moore got it first. Talia, thank you so much
She
for
talks about
participating.
him all the
She
time.
does. She talks about
All the
young
time.
boy. You know what I'm talking about? Hippie, if you're getting that, Talia is next. Talia, which book would you like? Marriage Be Hard or Feeding the Soul by Miss Tabitha Brown? What we going with? What we going with? What we going with?
Who's
Y'all on it
first?
right now.
Talia Moore.
Uh-huh. All right, Feeding the Soul, please. There it is.
Let's
For
go.
Talia, let's go. We got
Tabitha.
two more giveaways left, so we got a little time. We're doing great. All right, what else we got, Pat? We
Man,
didn't even
we
get to finish the balloon thing. What
Well,
else?
no, we covered the balloon.
Okay.
Oh, thank
all right.
God.
But we didn't. We still on China.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
China out here wilding.
Mm-hmm.
Are you vegetarian?
Not at the moment. I was vegetarian all through high school. Then when I had my daughter, I was obsessed with red meat during my
Obsessed?
pregnancy. I Captain Crunch and burgers. Like I had to. Yeah, I was deficient of iron.
Wait.
probably.
You talking about like just that's what you were
During
eating, or at
pregnancy.
the same time?
Not at the same time, but during my
Oh.
pregnancy.
Cereal and burgers is
And then I went
wild.
back to being vegetarian. My daughter didn't know me to eat meat for years. And then I had a loss in my life. I was vegan for 3 years. And then I had a loss in my life where I just was like, I'm eating whatever. And that I'm just now starting to come out of the whatever and being better to my body and self.
That's crazy. You know what I
So
said for
come-
that?
yeah.
I need to go to a steakhouse tonight.
You know, I love
Low-key.
oxtails.
Bourbon steak? I might have to hit
I
bourbon
was
steak
thinking
over
about
there.
oxtails the whole time I was saying all of that shit. I was
You
You know,
Oxtails.
that's so crazy. The last time I had oxtails, I was so disappointed. I was turned off. I had Jamaican food yesterday and opted out of
I
oxtails.
love a good
Really?
oxtail.
Yeah, I had like I don't know if you guys have ever been to a Jamaican restaurant that has like a vinegar-based sauce. No. And the oxtails are very vinegary and stuff like that. Oh, it was yeah. Check out Lunchtime Lottery. We
What,
did
was it a
last year.
Chinese Jamaican
No,
spot?
it was a Jamaican spot that had the best jerk chicken I've had in a while. But the
wow.
oxtails of everything were not hitting.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I've had a long journey with food. Sorry to be so long-winded about that, but yeah,
Food, you can't
I
really be
save
long-winded.
my monthly consumption of meat for that time of the month where I crave things like I did when I was pregnant with my daughter.
Okay.
The rest of the month, I'm pretty good with my vegetables and basically fish
Okay. All right.
So you do eat meat currently.
once a month
Okay.
for
Like-
like a whole week
Okay.
straight,
About to say just
7 times a day.
7
all,
days a week, 7 times a day.
all oxtails.
you eat your beef like rare.
Oh hell!
No.
I almost threw up. No,
I thought because it was that time. Never mind.
no,
Ah, you idiot.
burn all my meat. Ah, gotcha.
Sorry. Okay. Well,
Gotcha.
well, in other news, Chinese scientists just created 3 super cows
Oh yeah, I heard about
from cloning.
that. Yeah.
We are about to start having the option for cloned meat. It successfully cloned 3 quote super cows that fully, when they're fully grown, they're capable of producing 50% more milk than the average American cow. Which is super creepy. They sampled tissue from cows across China and used what's called somatic cell nuclear transfer to create embryos, which were then placed into surrogate cows. The calves were born healthy last month. The first calf born weighed 120 pounds and stood 2'6" as a calf. It has the same shape and skin pattern as cows they were bred from. And apparently it makes more milk. So it's not the meat. But I feel like eventually it will be.
Boy,
Here's my
2
thing.
for 6.
Here's my thing.
Y'all down for super milk?
I don't. How is it they can figure this out, but they can figure out food that I can digest and then it just disappears so I don't gain weight
Or get cancer.
That's what I'm waiting on. Give me something that dissolves so I don't have to work out. Okay.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for.
How is this easier than like better almond milk or better oat milk?
That's one of the habits that I never went back to. When I was vegan and I learned about what milk really was.
Well, from an animal?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it seems like we found
I haven't
a way
had
around
milk
this.
since like probably 2000.
You know what it
Nine.
was? I saw a face. I used to be those people that could pour a glass of milk and drink it. Like I could drink.
I used to
could
drink milk with everything.
straight up.
Pizza,
And
everything.
then that Horizon milk came out that was like healthy milk and it had the like cartoon milk that was the cartoon cow that was jumping. And it was like watery milk, but it was still milk. Then I saw a Facebook post of milk like right after it was taken out of the cow.
Yeah.
And it was pink. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was chunky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so sick that I've never really I
never
can't
went back
even
to it?
I can't have cow milk. So now it's like cloned cow milk is like I don't know what direction
What
we're
if it
headed.
comes out chocolate already?
They could, I'm
put a
sure they could
gene
genetically
in.
engineer.
Ah!
You
They
mean like a
slice it.
chocolate cow?
They
could
splice it
probably
with
do it.
Hershey. They splice the gene pool with Hershey Kisses.
Can I get a snicker cow? I want a snicker cow.
It just comes.
Put Nesquik into the cow.
They put
We
Nesquik on the feed, on the corn and stuff that they give the cow. The cow comes out with the chocolate milk.
Hey,
Baby.
I blame. There were commercials that showed that, wasn't there?
There would always be like a brown cow.
It was like a
with
brown
chocolate
cow
milk.
that like you
Yeah.
gave chocolate milk, and now there's like a bunch of grown people that think that there are certain cows that make chocolate milk, and it's like y'all made those commercials. It's ridiculous if you know what chocolate is, but I don't know if I could ever eat natural chocolate milk, let alone.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird.
I'm not dealing with no clone cow, nothing. That's the end of that.
Would you rather drink a glass of clone or super cow milk, or eat a piece of super cow steak?
starve?
I feel like the super cow steak
And be
would probably give you
dehydrated.
more.
I
More
do
what?
not like steak. I
whatever,
cannot
the
stand
super-
steak.
Like, you think it would be good?
Might be.
I have never met a
Yeah.
I think
steak
it's,
that I like.
it's genetically
Never.
the same. What would be the difference? I guess.
Well, I would think that if they have the ability to clone it, and it's kind of like
I don't
with,
know.
with babies now, how you could pick, the
You can
eye
pick all-
color and
yeah,
all
you
of that
can
type
pick
of
out
stuff.
your baby and
If
all
you
that
can
stuff.
if you can get that goddamn surgical with the shit,
Mm-hmm.
then they can make a cow that's like potentially, I guess, in the
These
future
people
that's
gonna
like
stop trying to
all
play
like the
God.
leanest meat ever. Which is gonna fuck up a lot of shit when it comes to like
My
the
thing is-
A5 Wagyu and all that type of shit. If you can make a cow that just makes
Yeah.
all that,
All
and you know-
Wagyu?
Yeah. My thing is, why are they producing the whole cow? Why can't they just produce just like the steak? Just clone
I saw
those
3D
cells. Just
printed
clone
steak. I
those
just saw a
cells.
video yesterday.
What, just the meat?
Just
about a
clone
3D.
those cells instead of having to produce an entire cow. Cause then
Like
you
an
still have to go-
animal?
yeah, and then you still have to.
Because
go
they're
through the whole process.
practicing cloning for people so they could,
Yeah.
make real robots.
This is just all
Baby
of that.
steps.
Yeah,
Do
this is
like,
it.
clone what we already have and then
yeah,
clone the steak.
whatever
'Cause
we know, whatever's public, it's already light years ahead of a different plan.
I mean, to your point, if we did learn how to just clone a steak by itself, you lose the PETA argument. You lose the
Well, then you wouldn't. Yeah,
inhumane.
then you don't have to mass
stuff.
produce these animals. You don't need to have these factory farms.
What would Peter do? Peter be like, "Fuck, what a."
Would they? You mean they go out of business?
No, I mean, what would vegans do? Because then you're not killing animals anymore. It's just you're just
Well,
producing-
no. Once it's
Right.
created, they
Yeah.
could have the argument that it's now an animal.
Well, religious people would have a field day.
It was
It's
never
not
dead.
natural.
It was
Yeah,
never- it was
stop
never
trying to
dead.
play God.
But it also
The
doesn't
PETA
have a soul.
vegetarian
It doesn't
thing.
have a soul.
How do you know it doesn't
It was
have a
never
soul?
alive.
No, it was
Somebody
never.
just
was
burnt
never
some
alive.
true.
goddamn steaks.
Wait, what about vegetarians? What about
Ugh.
people who don't care about the animal? Is that's still meat though, right?
Oh, it would still technically be meat. Yeah. It
But
didn't-
you're not killing nothing.
No.
I don't know. I just
People
this
will
blew
do
my mind.
anything just to eat meat. Just stop saying you a vegetarian or vegan and just eat some damn
So you
meat.
saying that we need the soul to die in this animal for it to taste good to us?
Look, I'm not
Like-
Jesus.
like
Don't
this-
be asking me
Like
no
this
soul
scientific steak doesn't have enough life loss.
It ain't got it. It don't feel like it
don't
really
got
worked
that-
for it. I don't know.
I mean, if they could make a cow that's infused with garlic butter,
Oh, that sounds
So you-
delicious.
you just
Those are good
No
burgers right
seasoning
there,
needed.
baby.
Don't-
Just give me a side of fries,
That's
please.
a good burger right there. It's crazy
never thought
that
about the
we're
positives.
at this point in time where this is a crazy story, but we've been hearing so much about cloning for the last 10 years that it
Yeah.
doesn't really blow our
It's
mind. Like
crazy.
Well,
it
this is
was-
the
weaned us on.
first like actual successful like happening.
well, they did the sheep, but it died,
Yeah, it
and
died too.
and it wasn't made for.
We'd have to see how
food,
long.
right?
Did it
Yeah.
bad? Because you need a soul to go bad.
No, I think they do all that.
That's a fucking question. That's a great question, though. Did Dolly
Hey.
buy? did
Hey.
Did Dolly do regular sheep shit?
Or was it just like,
Right, just like I
Yeah.
look like
I
a
have
sheep.
no soul?
That's,
I don't
mean,
think they would have showed us if it looked like.
Again, this is we kind of making light of it, but this is a huge breakthrough in like science and like potentially like solving world hunger. Like it's a pretty big deal. But are you ready for the biggest Sunday in sports? Okay, because DraftKings Sportsbook is here and it is an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 57. You understand me? We got Riri. All right, hitting up the halftime show.
Riri.
Okay, and all you need to do, all any customer does, new customer can bet $5 and you get 200 in free bets instantly. You heard right. Play $5 and you get 200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Boost. Okay, check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. EST. We got the Eagles going at it. Okay, we got who they challenging?
Chiefs.
No, was it the Chiefs?
I don't care about
No, the
football.
Chiefs didn't win.
I'm a
They hit the
basketball
Chiefs?
person. I have
No.
no idea what's going on.
It's the Eagles and
It is the Eagles and somebody else.
I definitely
the 49ers, right?
I
No,
thought
they lost.
Oh, okay.
I thought maybe it was the
No,
Chiefs
wait,
then.
they lost?
No, the 49ers
It's the Chiefs
lost.
and the
Yeah,
Eagles.
the Chiefs
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Eagles.
Yep.
That's what it is. Going to be a great matchup. You got two black quarterbacks. First time in history. Why not bet a little something, make a little something, okay?
Didn't know
So
that.
right now, this is what I want to let you know. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code DIYS. All new customers can bet just $5 on any Super Bowl 57 bet and get 200 in free bets instantly. You understand me? Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with the code DIYS. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void in Ohio. See notes for details.
I feel like this was a great segue into this story. DraftKings, shout out to DraftKings. There's a crazy story floating around right now about the NFL.
Oh yeah. that's too.
Arian Foster, maybe Arian, couldn't be Arian. Jesus. Okay, maybe let's say Arian. Former NFLer went on a podcast and basically said that the entire NFL is scripted. They
Yeah.
get scripts before every game. Practice is typically practicing what's supposed to happen. You know when you're going to lose. You know when you're going to win. You know when you're going to get hurt. And this is actually exactly how the WWF.
I was about to say,
wrestling.
let me tell
So
you
football
something.
is wrestling.
And
Can
that's
I-
a thing already.
Oh, please, because this I've been saying this for years. So I'm a basketball fan, and one of the reasons I like basketball more than the NFL is because of the WWE type WWF
In basketball?
storylines in basketball. NFL storylines are too boring for me. So they need some new writers. It could be scripted, but they need some new writers. They better call Vince McMahon and Adam Silver and figure out their writing.
Hey,
Because
to your point, the WWE is now the WWE now.
Used to be F.
They were outed as being fake years ago.
Yeah.
I want to
But
say like
that's fine
20,
with
25
me.
years ago. And they are still killing it because they run it so well. The
And they
stories
own
are
it.
so
It's like
good.
a soap
Yeah.
opera, and the
Yeah,
thing
it
is,
really is.
look,
Yeah.
one of the main reasons I like the NBA over the NFL is because the storylines are more fun. It's less violence. Like I'm a WWF person, not a UFC person. You get what I'm saying?
You want the scripted
the
violence.
football storylines involve CTE, murder.
And-
Heart attacks on the field, like it's just like whoa! I could just watch the regular news. Let me go over to the NBA real quick.
Well, do you think the scripts are that like the heart attacks and stuff? Like, do you think
That's the
that?
part that I
I
think
don't-
is
that I don't
like,
know.
How do you plan?
I
someone's
think
heart
that's
stopping on
real.
the field?
You know, I
Yeah.
think that's just stuff that happens with sports because these are very physical activities. But I totally could see. I mean,
Well, you
think a
got to keep
degree-
the
I think a
drama
degree of it
going.
could
You got to
easily
keep
be
the drama going.
well, I mean, if you think about just like star players and franchise teams, you know that the players act differently around franchise players. They don't hurt them. They don't hit them as hard. All that kind of stuff.
Well, they're more
And if-
valuable in a sense.
Exactly. So when it comes down to messing with people's money, it's like I don't care if you get past my O-line. Y'all not touching my quarterback. I could see that being the business rule way more than like, damn, Tom Brady just went down.
I think-
Maybe we'll keep going.
Two things can be true at one time, and that's what I think our society fails at seeing a lot of times. It could be that a portion of the NFL, NBA, et cetera, is scripted.
Yeah.
They do it's a product that they have to market and keep people personally involved.
Yeah.
Right? And then the other side of it is what you just said. There's real contracts involved, real money, real injuries. So I think it's a little bit of both.
I would tell you what, if it is scripted, motherfucker Kaepernick went off book.
Oh,
You can tell when niggas go off book. You can
They
definitely
was not
tell.
ready for Kaepernick to do that.
Hey.
Man. Hey, look at this hey, what the fuck is he doing?
When the NFL is like, hey, what's going on? That's when you know,
he
like,
got he got his own right.
we're in the improv segment.
Yeah, he was like, look, I'm a producer and director and performer. I came into this knowing how to do all
They
things.
were not ready for young Cap.
Yes. Big up, Cap.
It makes me think of all those like ridiculous instant replays that were reviewed, and then something that was clearly supposed to happen is overturned. That makes me think like that's getting back on script.
Yeah, that
It's just
right
like,
there
ugh.
probably took them out of the game. They were not expecting that. The same way I wasn't expecting to enjoy ShipStation as much as I do. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Can't put it on me real quick. Have you ever been shopping and just left a cart full of stuff online because the shipping was too high? I know I have. Okay. I mean, the shipping is ridiculous in some of these places, especially, no shade, but some of these small businesses, I get it, but it's like, come on, fam. Like, you gonna hit me like that? But you don't have to worry about that with ShipStation. Okay, in a landscape where free and fast shipping is the norm, it can be hard for smaller e-commerce businesses to compete. All right, you're not Macy's, you're not Neiman Marcus, you're not Nordstrom. You might not have all the money to front all the fees for all the shipping. Well, that's where ShipStation comes into play. When you use ShipStation, you can lower shipping costs, make returns easy, and keep your customers happy. And you and your smaller business, not to belittle it, but you and your small business are entitled to the same major discounts that these 5-star companies and these big multi-million-dollar companies, you are entitled to the same rates that they are, okay? And you get to save time with automated shipping tasks, and you can control everything from your phone. And you can connect any platform, so it doesn't matter if you're selling on Etsy, you're selling on your website, wherever it is, you can connect that to ShipStation, and you can control it all from your phone, all right? I'm just now getting back into selling more. My t-shirts are already taken care of, but I do have the body butters now. You guys have been seeing me posting a couple videos about it. I was only selling on the road because I wanted to make sure there was a want for it, there was a need for it, I had an audience for it, but it is just taking off, and it is way too much traffic for me to try to handle by myself. So I'm about to start putting The body butters on the website, and I'm going to be using ShipStation to ship these bad boys out to you. So, listen,
Body butters.
if you're running a small business, okay, and you want to get your products out to your people, you want to get it fast, you want to make returns easy, and keep your customers satisfied, use our promo code DIYS at ShipStation.com to sign up for your free 60-day trial. You heard right, free. This ain't something you got to sign up with. Oh, you get 2 months, you get this. No, free 60-day trial at ShipStation.com. All you have to do is use our promo code DIYS. Okay, it is amazing. You will not be disappointed. And again, if you have a small e-commerce business, this is the perfect time to take advantage of that. All right, save some money, put it back in your pocket, keep your customers happy, and get your product out fast. ShipStation.com, promo code DIYS. We're gonna do the last 2 giveaways real quick because we almost are out of time, and I want to make sure we get this before we get out. Pat, do you have any questions you want to throw to people? Trivia-wise?
Man, okay.
All right, listen up, guys.
How about this next question? What was the last segment of Damn Internet You Scary / Internet is Undefeated?
Ooh.
The original last segment
Ooh.
of the show. Only the day ones.
Ooh, this is going to be tough.
Oh. Rika Cole.
Rika Cole with
I
the
said that
goddamn
like-
conspiracy theory. She already tapped in.
Said
She
that
know
like
it.
Rico,
T.
though.
Hudson, I see you came in with the 2. Miss Joyce, you came in the 2, but y'all came in just a little too late because Rika got it down packed. All right, Rika, you have a choice. Which one you going with? Tabitha, Kevin, and Melissa Fredericks. What we going with? What we going with? Where we going with? Tabitha, please.
Let's go,
Okay, boom.
Tabitha.
So there we go. Here we
Rika's a
go.
cool
Y'all
last
people are
name.
quick with it.
Last question. I feel like I should make this one a little more challenging because y'all been getting it out the gate, and I'm very impressed with that. Let's go with. What was Damn Internet's first broadcast that wasn't the podcast? We did a special show for a holiday. It wasn't the podcast. It was a different show. What was it? You got to say the name of the event.
Okay. That's a good one. Oh.
Halloween. That wasn't the name of it.
Maybe that was the...
It might have been a theme.
That might have been the holiday, but what was the show?
It wasn't a Halloween show.
Damn Internet You Scary, so Halloween was a good guess.
Y'all so close. Jennifer, if you know it, just say it.
Oh,
Chanel got it.
Wait. We almost had it. We had a typo though.
Oh,
there
there
it
she
is.
go. Chanel got it back.
I'm glad that was who else.
Okie. I'm glad she came back with it too.
It was the same person.
Okay. Woo, that was scary. Good job, Chanel F. It was karaoke. We had some amazing guests that time. We all did karaoke. Me and Pat were dressed like Doc
almost said
and
Rick and
Marty
Morty.
McFly from Back to the Future. It was a great ass time. Y'all tapped in. We had a good time with that as well. And we did that show so fast. We literally got that together in like
A
two
month?
months. Yeah, maybe a month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe a
shout
little
out
under
to
a
Randy
month.
too, because Randy helped us with that as well. Yeah, you Chanel, you will be getting the Marriage Be Hard right here. Hippie, are you still in here? Have you got everybody's name so we can make sure that everybody's taken care of? Before we get out of here, I just want to make sure that we wrote all the names. Let me take the names down just in case. Well, y'all supposed to hit me up. So everybody that won, make sure that you inbox us on Patreon so we can get your mailing address and we can get those shipped out to you as soon as possible. Don't forget, do it today. After you finish this broadcast, do it right now because you'll start doing something throughout the day and you'll forget. I want you guys to get your books as soon as possible. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been another episode of Damn Internet You Scary. We want to thank our special guest, Von DiCarlo, for coming out. Von, do you want to tell them where they can find you if you got anything coming out you want to let them know about it?
Yes. Well, first and foremost, thank you for having me. This was hella
Absolutely.
fun. Thank you very much. My website is funnyvon.com. You could get links to all my social media there. Follow me on Instagram and all the social media platforms at Von DeCarlo, VONDECARLO. You can find me in Australia. Next
Nice.
month, I'm performing for the Humankind Festival. Very excited about that. I have a lot of local shows and everything coming up as well. You can
Be
find that
careful
on my
out there.
website. I will. I'm very excited, but
Not
I'm
even
going to
the
be
people, it's
careful.
the animals and the insects.
Australia, wild as hell.
It's at Luna Park. I'm going to stay within the festival. I'm not going to
Good,
venture
good,
out
good, good, good.
too far.
Okay.
And I have a comedy mixtape. I have an album, all platforms. You can find it on my website and across all platforms. It's called A Draggable Offense. Volume 1, and I am working on Volume 2.
Come
so
on, Von.
please keep an eye out.
Big
Yes,
working.
yes.
Make sure y'all follow her.
working.
Where's your handle on Instagram?
VONDECARLO. Von DeCarlo on Instagram.
Boom, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for watching another episode. As always, I'm Tahir Moore.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is Damn Internet, you scary.
A plane
See you
is
next week,
taking off
guys.
right now.
Peace.
What is that?